Alright, so, with water now flowing in the empty, let's see what else we can do for Reen by taking on the final challenge for the first set of Eden entitled Super Seismic. Reen and Oriange are considering the next step in the plan to reclaim the empty. I think this proves that the water aspect of ether is no longer lying dormant. So which element should we realign next, Oriange? I propose Earth. Should we succeed in returning the soil's life-giving energy, the empty shall become capable of supporting the growth of flora. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling that's what would be the logical next step. Imagine that! Forests in the empty! But before we begin, I'd like to know how that girl is doing. I think we all like to know. Still sound asleep. She didn't so much as stir even when I took her helmet off. I thought it might be getting a bit stuffy in there, and I was curious to know what sort of person we're dealing with. She seems surprisingly normal. Not at all like your usual void scent. I'd say she's around the same age as you, Reen, perhaps a little older. Really? Well, whoever she is, we should let her rest while we concentrate on the task at hand. As much as I'd love to go with you, I'd better stay here in case she wakes up and is feeling less than cooperative. Yeah, as the sun begins to set here in the empty. And while I wait here wishing I had something to read, my thoughts will be with you as you fly off to face the next opponent. It must be a strange feeling to bring something into existence through your own willpower, only to slay it immediately thereafter. Oh, so very true. I almost feel sorry for the poor things. All the same, I wish you luck. And so away he goes. If all goes well, he won't be waiting for long. The sooner we get this over with, the sooner we can see the results. Yes, indeed. See, I guess we gotta go back into the core before we can unlock our next challenger. Alright. So let's speak with Reen. Now, before we embark on our journey, there's one question I feel I should ask. Where are we going? Good question. I would suggest a certain region that lieth east of Northront, which was once home to the great Mount Atlas. And for the Earth aspect of Primal we wish to invoke, what could be a more fitting choice than Titan? Oh yeah? I don't think I've heard of that one. What's it like? Quite mean. Yeah. He's worshipped by the kobolds. The landslides, the landslides. Is that like the equivalent of the horror? The horror? Yeah. He's worshipped by the kobolds. That was kind of random. Thancred mentioned those. They're your world's equivalent to the Mord, yes? That's right. But if our last battle is anything to go by, this one will be different from the Titan that Shinji remembers, yes? Or Edie in this case. It would be wise to consider the two as entirely separate beings. As such, thou must needs conceive new stratagems if thou art to triumph in the battle to come. Past experience will avail thee naught, I fear. Well, that's how it was with the new Leviathan. Alright, Shinji. Once you're ready, we'll be on our way. Yeah. Do it! So yeah, off we go. It took a while, but we finally arrived. And so now... Ready, Shinji? Oh yeah. Yeah, time for calling on what Edie has told us. Memories of Titan come tumbling back. Tumbling. Yeah, open out that passage to gain us access to the sepulchre. And yet not a sepulchre? And so now it's time for the final round of Eden 1 Sepulchre. In a rematch with a Titan who has decided to merge with Alexander. Yeah, Titan, when did you and Alexander become friends? Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that we have 16 different individual stones. And those are obviously going to be essential to follow. And also, we're in a nightclub. I didn't know we would be fighting Titan in a makeshift nightclub. And try and follow everyone as much as possible. Okay, stay away from that, but then get over here. Oh, geez, what? Okay. Yeah, I was worried that they were gonna fall off. Thankfully, no need to worry. Yet. Yeah, we've only just started. Crumbling down. Oh, crap. Bad time for that to happen. Ah. And I imagine we gotta hide behind these things at some point. Maybe. Yep, this one. It's gotta be this one. Oh, going this way. Oh no! Okay, that was unexpected. I thought I was in the middle. Thankfully, you can be brought back in this one. But... Jeez, don't scare me like that. Alright, so, yeah, next time... Yeah, you can't quite stand in the middle on that one. Alright, follow the pack wherever they go. They're going over this way. Or some of them were. That's no longer a problem. Now going to here. Now I imagine stacking is pretty much a prerequisite. Oh, this again. Oh. And we held on this time. Yeah, I wasn't sure just how far I needed to run. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna rev it up! Now, I was wondering when you were gonna use those wheels. I was wondering when you were going to use those wheels to start driving or something. I was honestly thinking you were going to use it for grinding the stone. Well, speaking of that. In the air. Use Kogel, Natron, 34,000 points on a crit hit. Drop that down. Bottom of the pack? Not quite. Oh! This is really late. Geez, I don't know where to go. Yeah, I was trapped there. Yeah, and 3 of us paid the price for it. We all look lost. Alright, Ninja gets the raise first. And then everyone's gonna run over there. As the healer tries to revive me, but Mira got taken out. Alright, I'm back in. I did not have... Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm dead immediately. Because there's no way I survived this. Oh, I survived it! Mira didn't, though. Oh, she was waiting. Okay. Massive landslide. Oh, this can't possibly be bad! Yeah, there was no indication on where he was going with that. Yeah, there was no clear indication at the outset where that was going. At least these healers are very proficient in reviving people. I'm sure they've gotten a lot of practice out of this place. Alright, back again. Right, now I have it. Okay. I'm nervous here. Okay, follow the pack. Follow the pack. Okay. Yeah, I see that going. Oh! 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 I cannot believe I only took one from that. I was really putting myself in danger there. Okay. And this stuff does not mess around. Let that go down. Then you move away from it. Oh, awkward, awkward. Okay, stand by. Yeah, obviously we're not using the limit break. Oh, he's getting into battle tank mode again. Everyone's standing over here. Whether that was a smart idea is still to be determined. Yeah. Oh! I feel bad for Mira and the... Oh, no, this side, this side! Ah! I'm so screwed. Yeah, apparently he had more drive in him than I gave him credit for. But yeah, healers, this is the perfect time for a triple limit break. That's not what I would have done. Like, no, triple limit break him. And immediately dead again. And that's why you should have used the triple limit break. Yeah, us DPS are really having a hard time with this. This is gonna take a lot of practice. Oh, yeah. Hello, giant boulder. I imagine this is coming my way. And it is. Yeah, us DPS are having such a hard time. Well, we know what to do here. And I do have the second win. Thank goodness. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, no, not yet, now. Ah, I still got hit. Ah. Oh, follow back! You're gonna die again! Yeah, it's not what's on the screen now, it's what's coming next. That's gonna likely get you. Oh, now he's driving again. No, he's not. He's doing a massive landslide. Okay, so, yeah, it's 3 of those on the one lane that he's not on, and then you have to shift over accordingly. Wait until it all goes down first. Yeah, let him get this out of his system first. Although I think he's had enough of going... Yeah, I think he's had enough of... Yeah, I'm just wondering when we're going to hit Enrage at this point. Yeah, at this point I think it's only a matter of time before we start seeing Enrage. And I have no one to give this to, so we'll just give this to Tank. Follow the pack. I'm pretty much forced to wait here. Glad to be alive. Trying to see it over there. Alright, 1, 2, then down. Alright, random weight of the land. Yeah, this guy's a lot of patterns to memorize. He's doing this again. Alright, so he's gonna drive again. So follow him wherever he goes. Okay, stay room. Okay. And then again. They'll go around for another lap. But then, gotta run over here. Okay, so we figured that out at least. At least we figured that out. Okay, so Earth and Fury will not affect me here. Also, this is the longest I've survived in this fight for a while. Also, why is Titan facing over that way? Should that make me worried? Okay, so they start dropping down there. They start dropping over there. I'm gonna follow the healer. Because they know what they're doing. Then get out of the way. Still get hit. Thankfully I have second wind. I've been waiting for that opportunity to use this. I'm going to wait for 5% then use Limit Break because I'm really, really shocked that neither tank has used Limit, or neither healer has used the Limit Break. Alright. Down. Then hang left. Okay, we're clear. Safe. Okay, down to 6. Waiting for 5. Okay. No, okay. Yeah. Well, this is gonna get negated. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll do it. Oh, right. We're supposed to be on this lane. Yeah, you have to be on this lane right in the onset. So yeah, I did it right. Now we just have to follow him. Stay away from that. We're almost there. Got it. Yeah, Titan, you are going to be so much fun. It's a good thing we had healers who were very skilled at reviving people. Because it can be definitely said without them, we would have easily had people rage quitting and we would have had to start over a lot. But Eden Round 1 is finished. Yeah, give it to the one other DPS out of sympathy. Yeah, might as well just roll for everything here. Well, let's roll for the big stuff first. Yeah, what a wild ride. I think everyone's waiting on me to try rolling for everything else. Yeah, people are intentionally waiting. I mean, there's 6 of us, and there's 8 pieces of equipment to play for. Gotta get something. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it's 1 only. And we got leggings. Yeah, well, that was the highest thing we were rolling for anyway. But whoo mama! What a journey that was. Hey, Reen. Welcome back. You must be exhausted. Oh, you better believe it. For a creature made of rock, he was a lot more agile than I was expecting. I wonder, was the Titan of your world a tough opponent too? Nothing compared to that. Yeah. Or yeah, if I put 1 foot wrong, I would have fallen to my doom. So it would have taken... All it would have taken was a momentary lapse of concentration? I don't like the sound of that. But more importantly, you've defeated another elemental being, which means we're a step closer to reclaiming the empty. I can't wait to see how much of a difference we made this time. If at all. Because yeah, imagine we got all the lakes moving, but were we so fortunate in terms of getting some earth aspected stuff to get moving again that quickly? Well, we're about to find out. Well, the crystal now glows yellow. Did we really do all of this? How much did we do? Oh, the sand is going away. Aye, 'twould appear that balance has returned to the element of earth, and yet... Yeah, not quite to the extent with the water. The transformation hath only affected the immediate vicinity, whereas the lands beyond this lake doth remain unchanged. 'Tis passing strange indeed. Yeah, so obviously a lot more work to do. Did we do something wrong? I don't think so. Though this fall short of the outcome I had envisioned, 'tis plain our efforts were not in vain. Mayhap this localized phenomenon is the result of an intersection of ethereal currents. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume that similar locations of the empty hath undergone comparable alterations. And so, then the ether will spread out from these points to cover the rest of... Uh-oh. Yeah, I think controlling Eden might be affecting her. Yeah, this has to do with Eden, I'm sure. Yeah, at least the stand's going away. Oh, you're absolutely welcome there, Mira. Alright, so, yeah. Now with Reen in her current state, we might as well speak to her for our, I guess what will be the final quest of Eden Part 1. So let's take on the next quest entitled The Next Piece of the Puzzle. Reen appears to have been overcome by exhaustion. And quite honestly, I don't blame her.
It's nothing.
You better hope it's not nothing. That didn't look like nothing to me. You better lie down for a while.
No, really, I'm fine. Anyway, we've still got work to do.
Nay, Thancred hath the right of it. 'Twould be unwise to exert thyself overmuch. Yeah, especially with all we've accomplished so far.
I appreciate your concern, but I do wish you'd stop fussing.
Reen, thou not knowest the strain thou dost place on thyself. Though the elements of water and earth have been restored, continued exposure to the empty, stagnant aether may yet sap thee of thy remaining strength.
Now that you mention, I have been feeling a bit out of sorts ever since we got here.
Hopefully not too much.
I should probably get away from the empty and rest for a while.
Yep, for 2 whole patches. Pray do so. Meanwhile, I shall remain here. The restoration of the first 2 elements hath produced unexpected results, and I require time to analyze our findings. However, I must ask thee to refrain from discussing our work in the empty, even with our closest comrades.
Why? I thought they welcomed the news.
Me too. And indeed they shall, once we have more to show for our efforts. Nevertheless, this mission is one of surpassing danger. I am loath to place our dearest friends at risk unless absolutely necessary.
You have their best interests at heart, I'm sure. But to be perfectly honest, I prefer not to keep secrets from people that I trust with my life. I don't want to make a habit of this, but I'll do as you ask.
Yeah, we even have a full moon, too. It seems to me that Reen isn't the only one who would benefit from a change of scenery. Our Sleeping Beauty would likely fare better in more hospitable surroundings. We'll need to have our associate from the Crystarium organize a safe place for her to stay. If you and Shinji could go on ahead and have a word with him in Mordsuk, we'll catch up with you once Urianger has finished whatever it is he needs to do. I think that's a good idea. Nothing to say? Perhaps thou too should accompany her on the return journey. I dare say she would be glad of thy presence. No, not this time. She's come such a long way since we first met, and I worry that relying on me too much will only hold her back. We won't be staying on the First forever. The time will come for Marina and I to part ways, and for her to follow her own path. I know you understand this too, Urianger. I see you trying to pass on as much of your knowledge as possible while you still can. And, to her credit, she's actually taking most of it in. Reen is possessed of a natural affinity for ethology, unlike some who shall remain unnamed. A natural affinity for staying awake during your lectures, more like. Though, come to think of it, she doesn't really take after me at all. However, she, like thee, is predispossessed to brooding in silence in lieu of voicing her concerns. Shrugs it off. Says the master of keeping his cards close to his chest. Anyway, Shinji, you best take the sky slipper with Reen. It's true that she's been through a lot lately, but so have you. We'll need you ready for the challenges that lie ahead, so go on and get some rest. Very well. We shall await news of thy safe arrival in Amarang. Alright. As we're trying to stay awake now, I mean it's past 10:30 where I am. So yeah, heading back over to Reen.
It seemed like you were all having quite a serious discussion. I hope I haven't given you any cause for concern.
Well, not yet at least.
Well, if you say so. I probably shouldn't stay in the empty any longer than necessary though. So do you want to take the first shift piloting or shall I?
Do you have a license to drive this thing? So back over in Amarang. Green?
Phew, I'm glad I had you there to keep me company. I have no idea how I would have passed the time otherwise. Now that we're here, I need to find our contact from the Crystarium.
Do you know where they are?
But before that, I was hoping I could have a word with you. Something's been on my mind.
And what's that?
This might not be the best place for it, though. Those creatures over there look a bit hungry.
I think so too. So I guess we're going back to Nabatharang then.
When I first spoke to Thancred and Noriange about what I sensed in the empty, part of me wished we could have just left it alone. I guess I was scared of what we'd find.
Having second thoughts on our mission?
But now that we found Eden, I know that I made the right choice. And if I'd given in to my fear, I probably would have spent the rest of my life wondering what might have been. From now on, whenever I hear that voice inside telling me to run away, to hide, I won't listen. That's not who I am anymore. Even so, all the courage in the world is not going to help me decide what we should do with that girl when she wakes up.
Yeah, we still need to know who she is.
Do you remember what she said right before she passed out? Why am I here? What is happening? What if she's being controlled or forced to act against her will? Whatever is the case, it's clear that she's not a monster. She's a person like you and me. Obviously she knows something about Eden and we need all the information we can get. But more than that, I just want to talk to her, to find out who she is, and if there's anything we can do to help her. On the other hand, we mustn't forget that she's already attacked us once. What's to say she won't try it again when she wakes up?
Yeah, you let us handle that.
If she keeps us from reclaiming the empty, it'll be all our fault. It's no good. I can't make up my mind. What do you think we should do, Shinji?
If an Alpha were here, he'd talk things through with her. Even Emmett Selk had his reasons we should at least hear her out. Or there's not much we can do until she's awake. But yeah, it'll be the latter. Yeah, let's wait until she comes around.
I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be trying to decide her fate before we even know who she is.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
In the meantime, we'll have to be patient and hope that she comes around soon.
Yeah, in 6 months.
Until then, I'll try to concentrate on the here and now. Speaking of which, I still need to see Oriange's errands. The person we're on our way to meet lent us the sky slipper and most of the apparatus we've been using, and since we've been sworn to secrecy, I assume the same applies to him and his colleagues. Anyway, once that's over with, we can find her a place to relax.
And so away we go. Trying to fight off the yawns as best I can. Oh, we're warped directly towards Sook. Awesome. Yeah, that certainly didn't take long, did it? Let's go ahead and find Reen. Here we go. Okay, there's the relic exchange. Alright. Let's finish this off.
Now that we're here, allow me to introduce you to two members of our inner circle, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, you had to wake up early in the morning to meet us.
That's Gul, who's interested in training any relics we find in the empty. Apparently he mostly deals in exotic weapons and whatnot, but he's agreed to keep us supplied with whatever else we can't get from the Crystarium. Now the one we came here to meet should be around here somewhere.
Oh, hello there. Oh, Reen, what a relief it is to see you returned unharmed from your expedition.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. We were gone a bit longer than we expected. Shinji, I'd like you to meet Luri.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As representative of the Settlement Council, I'm here to oversee the delivery of equipment deemed necessary for your mission. I'll be on hand to provide any assistance you may require. Well, thank you very much for coming along.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to take care of. It's probably best not to talk about it in the middle of the market, though.
Yeah, take it somewhere private.
I'll take it from here, Shinji. You should get some rest. But before you go, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. We still have a long road ahead of us, but if we give it our all, there's nothing we can't handle.
And so with that, we'll take one each of the Heaven's Eye, Savage Aim, and Savage Might 7. And I think we'll help ourselves through some Quick Arm 7. And with that, we can officially complete the quest arc for Eden 1. And I imagine we're going to have a cutscene to see what's going on back over with Thancred and Oriange. Of course. So what are they discussing? I see. Though it is mere supposition, it would be a hobos to proceed with caution. Moreover, I would refrain from discussing the matter with Rina and Shinji until we know more. What are they hiding from us? Well, I appreciate you telling me, even if it is too soon to be sure. I'm the one watching over her, after all. Well, not just her, but also the lady in the tent. The Oracle of Darkness. Oh, what? Well, they did say that they felt similar feelings from Emmett Selk. I pray it is not true. Well, we'll know in 6 months. But if that actually is her, oh boy. Oh, Louis has a quest for us. Well, why don't we go ahead and take a look at it? Greetings, Shinji. How might I be of service? Yeah, talk about Reen's first report. Yeah, because we didn't get to hear it. Information regarding the work being carried out in the Empty is treated with the utmost secrecy. To avoid it falling into the wrong hands, we limit the keeping of records and such to the bare minimum. Having said that, it does become rather difficult to keep track of the supplies that we deliver, so I've asked Reen to provide reports on your activities. The first such report will cover your time from your arrival in the Empty to your battle with Titan. Though truth be told, I cannot help this feeling that this was rather a large burden to place on Reen. No doubt she has enough on her plate as it is. Well, speaking of Reen...
Louis, I did what you asked. Oh, Shinji, just the person I was hoping to see.
Oh, is that so? Well, before we go any further, please allow me to take receipt of the report. And I hope you do not think it impertinent of me to ask, but what business might you have with Shinji? Yeah.
Actually, I brought something to show you.
Yeah, do tell. Ooh, shiny.
Thancred and Oriange brought this back from Eden's core. If you look closely, you can see images of your battles in the Empty. Oriange seems to think they are Eden's memories captured in crystal form. Would you like to see?
Oh, so this is how you unlock Savage, huh? Yeah. It shimmers and resonates. As you gaze into the crystal, visions of previous struggles race through your mind with an intensity that far exceeds anything you've experienced. Yeah, almost knocks Shinji on his back. What's wrong? Ah! Yeah, Dennis decided to have one last debate with me here. Different from how you remember it. How odd. What could cause Eden's memories to become so distorted?
Well, we've been extracting and realigning enormous amounts of ether. Maybe that affected the crystal in some way?
Maybe. Even so, I expect that we can find a use for this extraordinary artifact. Is that really a good idea?
I think I have an idea. Although it shows images of things that never actually happened, studying them may help us prepare for the challenges we'll face in the future.
Perhaps.
Speaking of studying, Oriange has given me a few tomes to read through before our next expedition. I'd best get back to it, but I'll be seeing you again soon.
Yeah, this will all be fun. Yeah, there we go. Eden's Gate Savage now unlocked. But hey, we at least had to show that off. We had to at least show that off before we called it a night. So, yeah, thanks guys for coming out to join me on this initial run through Eden. We certainly had quite a wild ride, to say the least. And when it was all said and done, we emerged triumphant in reviving, to some extent, the water and earth elements over in the Empty. So now one can only wonder what's going to happen in 6 months when Eden Part 2 begins. And have we indeed found the Oracle of Darkness that Thancred and Oriange are dreading it could possibly be? We'll just have to wait and find out. So, I'm going to be off. I usually take Thursdays off anyway, but I'm also going to be taking Friday off because I have a volunteer commitment. But I will see you guys back here on Saturday for our regularly scheduled Tales of Eorzea vlog. And I'm going to resume doing speedrunning of dungeons on Twitch, so please make sure to follow me there and see if we can't find our way towards setting some more world records. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. And I'll see you guys back here this Saturday for the Tales of Eorzea vlog here on YouTube and more speedrunning over on Twitch. So, as this young lady with the halo decides to pose off for us, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Nobora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.